Josh Gedney. I'm the owner of Guardian Pest Solutions here in Missoula.
All right, Josh, I understand that you've been a very busy guy going after spiders. So tell me what's going on here.
Well, this time of year, it's as evenings get cold and the days are still warm, everything's kind of looking for a warm place to go. And so spiders and many other little critters are cruising around looking for somewhere to overwinter. And so it's a good time to get a barrier put down both on the inside and the outside of the house. That really helps to keep all the little nasty guys outside where they belong. What kind
of critters are we seeing inside the house right now?
Well, the spiders are always an issue. We're always seeing those, but anything from, one of the things that's been a little bit unusual this year is I've been seeing a lot of ladybugs inside of the house. I think that has to do with the long, warm season that we've enjoyed this summer. But there's a lot of other critters, too. Anything from beetles, centipedes, millipedes, flies are really bad, and typically in the fall it's kind of a common thing as well.
Now, what kind of spiders are you finding inside folks' homes?
There's a common house spider. They're the little guys that hang outside or hang up in the upper corners and make the little wispy webs. Those are harmless, but there is also, the ever-feared hobo spider. He's always trying to find a place to stay. They can live, according to what I've read on them, they can live up to about 3 years or so. And so if they can find a warm place to stay, they're much happier than having to overwinter outside. That's probably one of the most common. There's another spider that's very similar. He's called a grass spider. He looks very much the same, makes a very similar looking web. We see those inside as well. Probably not as frequently as the hobos, though.
Okay, now, are there any differentiation markings that we can look for to tell what kind of spiders we have?
Absolutely. And, one of the easiest things to do is just go hobo versus grass spider on Google, and you can see pictures side by side. The hobos have more of a brown overall color to them. The grass spiders are a little bit more of a gray. They have the hobos have a chevron pattern on the upper part of their abdomen, and the grass spiders they have a little bit different of a pattern. And of course, there's the two dark stripes that is on the thorax region, which is where the legs come out. Both the spiders have them, but on the grass spider, they're way more pronounced.
Now, what about black widows?
We do have a few black widows around here. They like to be where it's a little bit hotter and a little bit drier. I've seen a few in the Butler Creek area. The new Jeff Drive area seems to be stirring a few of those guys up. They're a whole lot less common, and they really are something to be taken seriously. If you see one of those guys, don't wait, just squish it. Right. And then they definitely are something to be serious. And there are a few up in the upper Linda Vista area. There's quite a few of those.
Now, are there dangers of being bitten by any of these spiders, like the hobo or the shed spider?
The hobo spider, different people, from what I've encountered, have had different reactions to them. I think that they probably have the ability to do a larger or a smaller venom injection, and it depends on people's tolerance of them as well. I've had some people claim that there's really no way to tell for sure if it was a hobo bite, but claim that they've had a hobo bite and they had to go so far as to even have skin grafts. Other people just, they get a little hard spot and it lasts for a couple of months and it's an irritation but not really any danger. And, bigger, the barn spiders and things like that, they really offer no danger to people. They can always cause a little irritation if you get bit, but there's no real actual harm.
Now, what about the black widow?
Black widow is definitely something. It's actually a little bit different of a nerve toxin. The hobo, it can cause a necrotic effect on the flesh, but it doesn't really travel through the bloodstream or through the nervous system. My understanding of the black widow is it actually is a nerve toxin. It doesn't really have too much of a sight reaction where you get bit, but it's more of it travels through the body and can cause a tremendous amount of pain and convulsions, a lot of your typical flu symptoms, and it can last several days of very serious discomfort in extreme cases. For weaker folks, elderly, and even young children, it has been fatal, so it's something you don't want to take lightly.